Hi, I'm Paul Scambler and this is my Fiat 131 Abarth. It's something I built up over the last 10 years and I'm a true Australian and probably would think in my garage you'd find a Tirana or a Falcon or a Commodore or some sort of Ford V8. And the reality is that when I was growing up, I actually enjoyed the Fiats. I was going to buy a V8 and was told not to, and probably for good reasons, and ended up with a Lancia Beta Coupe. It was a beautiful car, it drove great, it was front wheel drive, but it really felt when you drove through twisty hills that it really made you feel like you were driving a car. And unfortunately I had an accident in that one, and that's how I learnt my craft with Fiats and Lancias. The Fiat twin cam motor was such an easy motor to understand, and I had a passion for mechanics, but I'm not a mechanic. And that made it a lot easier for me to understand. And I learned a lot from that. This car here, as I said, I built it up over 10 years, and I actually built it from the ground up. So the motor was the first thing I actually bought, the cylinder head. The cylinder head is a rare piece of Abarth equipment. It's an X-Group 4-cylinder head. It's a genuine article. And so I always call this car that I built it from the inside out. And that's what makes it very unique for me, because it started with a cylinder head and then I actually bought the car after it. People like international network of friends and people I know, Google and YouTube are my friends. They are what helped me build this car today. I found a lot of parts through networking and with different countries in Europe and America, and I actually spent the next 10 years assembling the pieces that I need to build this car. I remember coming home one night from the pub. It was actually, I was 18 and I used to drive home to a mate's place, and we used to watch the 1977 Castrol Rally. It was a great event, but the opening scene is the sound of a car coming through the hills. And it basically takes a minute before you actually see that car. And that is the Fiat 131 Abarth, and that's the car I actually fell in love with. And in those days, it was just never achievable. But today's technology, recastings, CAD designs, makes it now possible to rebuild things that you generally can't get hold of the originals now. They're too expensive, they're out of reach. And therefore, this car runs all genuine gear, a combination of parts assembled from out the world and a combination of remaked items to make the 131 Abarth. The other car that I love is the Lancia Rally 037, and I spent 10 years building this one, and I'm going to show you what it's like to spend 10 years building another car in an 037. That's a long time to stay engaged in a project, but also keep you engaged in seeing how the build progress goes over time. But this is the cars that I love, the Fiats and the Lancias. When you hop in them and you drive them, they actually make you feel like you're driving. You come out and you feel like you've just driven the best thing in your life. They make glorious sounds. You never hear the exhaust, you always hear the induction noise. And that's what makes a Fiat twin cam motor such a lively car. The 037 is something that I'm going to be really focused on the next 10 years. Plus a little bit of development on the 131, and you'll get to see some of the track activities in that car as well.